Hi guys! So I've been gone for so long and I realized that I have just been going through some things, trying to figure out this whole adulthood thing, and it's kind of taken me away from what I really want to do, which is talk to you guys. So I'm back! I have exactly a week before I go back to school. I have orientation training because I am an orientation leader this year, which is really fun. I'm super pumped about it. But I want this video to be about Juilliard. So I mentioned it in my videos. I'm pretty sure I have, but if I haven't, I go to Juilliard. I'm going into my second year as a classical voice major, and I'm surprised I've made it this far, honestly. But no, I figured that there are only a few people who really talk about these like gems in the arts community, whether it be Curtis or Eastman or Juilliard or whatever it is. There's not a lot of people out there to talk about it because they're so rare and people who go there are far and few. So I thought I would make it my job to kind of talk to you about it and kind of bring you into my world. Sorry, I'm distracted. Oh man, I got this popper from Coney Island and it broke before I could pop it. Anyway, so the audition process. It is different for everybody. It's different for everybody. It's different for every major you do. I was not going to apply to Juilliard. Yeah. I had some real confidence issues. I didn't think I'd be able to do it. I didn't think it was for me at this point in my life, and I was gonna save it for masters because everybody goes there for masters and no one really goes for undergraduate. Like, what do you gain from that? You actually gain a lot. I've learned that this past year, so thank you, school. My teacher convinced me to do it, really kind of forced me to do it, and so I submitted an application last minute. I had some videos from past pre-screenings for schools. I used my editing skills. I sliced out the video, sent in the audio, at least for voice, and depending on your instrument, you'll need either an audio or a video file. For voice, you needed an audio. I waited to see if I was invited for a live audition, and then around January or so, they got back to me and said, congratulations, you've been invited to come for a live audition, come to New York, either on this day or this day. And so I clicked the day I was gonna come, and I was like, okay, this is happening. I went up and I had a coaching / rehearsal session with the pianist who was going to be playing for me. I'm still in contact with him to this day, and he is amazing. He was a Juilliard grad as well, but he really kind of reinstilled this confidence for me. He basically just said, you're gonna be fine, and they would be silly not to accept you, which at that time I thought was insane, but I took his word. I trust him. I'm so glad I trusted him. Next morning, I wake up, get out from my hotel, I walk to school because the hotel is really close to the school. I walk in, I feel pretty good. I had an early audition. What was nerve-wracking was they do auditions on like half-hour premises thingies. All the people in my block, I knew them from a program or I knew them through another person. So I immediately went to this place. I was like, holy crap, everyone's a soprano and everyone is so freaking good, and like, I just don't know. And of course I was the last person in my group because everyone has to do that to me for some reason. Anyway, I walked in the room and I didn't really do too much research on the school because I wasn't positive I was going to get in. I walked in the room and all the faculty was there. It was like a large dance studio. It was in a large dance studio and all the faculty was sitting there in this long table, and I froze. Hello. Oh, good morning. How are you? Good. Hi. Anyway, I proceeded to sing. I got to pick my first piece, and then they got to pick one of the other two. I sang my piece. I felt amazing about it. I wanted to start with that piece because it really set the bar for me. And then they picked the piece that I wanted them to pick. Thank God. I was so confident and I was doing so good. I was so proud of myself. And then I got to the end of the song and I freaked out. Not like physically, I didn't like lose it in the audition, but I think it was something stupid. I look back on it now and I'm just like, why were you freaking out? Or I ran out of breath or something, and I thought it was the end of the freaking world. Like, no lie. I was literally trying to hold back tears. I finished the song. I kind of glanced back at my pianist like, yeah. I said, okay, thank you so much. Have a good day. Thank you for having me. Have a nice day. And I immediately left the room and I went to the nearest corner and I cried. I cried so much. And this wasn't because of the school. I look back, like I said, I look back on this now and I'm wondering, why was I so pressed? I went and found my dad in the lobby. He saw I had been crying. He was like, oh, like, shit, what happened? Like, I don't feel good about this. I don't feel good at all. I just want to sit in the dark in the corner and just be there. They posted the callback list and I grabbed my friends. We were all there just like for moral support, and my name was on the list. The sad reality of that moment was, this is an institution where not everybody gets it. I had to see a lot of my friends' names not on that list. That was hard for me because I have a very small group of friends and I really hold them close and near to my heart, and they deserve everything and more, and not seeing them was really hard. Most of my friends I met from summer programs. I didn't really have a whole bunch of friends in high school. So going to college, I was starting from scratch. So seeing them find out that they weren't on the list really screwed with my head. But I was able to calm down a little bit more. I was like, okay, we can do this. And I went and ate as much food as I possibly could because it made me feel better. That is how you get the freshman 15, by the way. I'll do a video about that. But anyway, I came back later in the day for my callback, and the callback was so much better than the audition. I felt so at home and so welcomed. I walked in and I got to meet the director and I got to meet a few of the coaches, and we really just worked on breaking down how to interpret a song, rather. I was going to say learn, but you've pretty much learned the music, hopefully, when you walk into an audition. That was a really good opportunity. They really got to know me at that point. They asked a lot of questions, like, where are you from? What are your passions? Like, how would you find out about us? And things such as that. I left the room and there was a girl sitting there who looked pretty relaxed but a little on edge maybe. And I just turned to her. I was like, you're gonna be fine. They're so nice in there and they want you to succeed. They really want you here. Don't worry, you're gonna be great. And lo and behold, she's in my ensemble as well. And I love her to pieces. After the audition, I had been literally in the building all day long and I was exhausted. I immediately got on the bus back home with my dad. Got home late. Next day I was back in tech rehearsals, finished my show. Then around April or so, beginning of April, that's usually when college decision letters go out, I guess. The thing that sucked is I had to sign into the application to find out whether or not I got in. And all it had was a link. It wasn't any congratulations or any like, we're sorry to inform you. But it's a link, so okay, fine, what? It just was a link. I click on the link and all you hear are like these triumphant trumpet sounds, and then all these students are like in the video, they're like, congratulations, congratulations, and I fall out on the floor. I kid you not. I fall out on the floor. I cry. I do not know what to do. I think about it now and I'm like, holy crap, like, it was such a big deal for me because every other college that I had heard from at that point had told me no. Up until that point, my confidence was shot, and in that moment, I just felt like this weight was lifted off me. I was like, I'm going to school. I'm gonna do something. Like, it sucks feeling like you have nowhere to go. And that wasn't the case when I opened up this email. Amazing. I called my mom, I called my grandparents, and it was great. I got to meet with my teacher. I went up there and studied with her. I had a day where I sat in maybe 1 or 2 classes to see just what the environment was like. And I got to talk to one of the students there who was kind of like my host, and now we're really, really good friends. We work very closely together in our Black Student Union at school. But I felt at home. Like, ignore all the stereotypes that people tell you about Juilliard, that it's cutthroat and that everyone's just rude, razor blades between the keys and all that. None of that is real. Get that out of your head now. Like, it's so much more. We are such a tight-knit community. It's just a great place, and I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful to call this place home. It's my very lengthy but true audition story. I'm gonna make a habit of these because it took me forever to realize, and actually some of you might have seen videos. Aaron Crouch, I'm giving you a shout out now, so don't say I don't show no love. Aaron Crouch and I go back. I love him. He currently goes to the Curtis Institute of Music. He's a tenor. So go check him out. He has all the stuff on Curtis if you're looking for it. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to try to put out another video this week. I might do a Freshman 15 video. That's what I'll do next. Since I mentioned it earlier, I'm going to do that video next. We'll talk about that, and then we will get ready to go back to school. Alright. Bye, guys.